Okay, take number 4. Let's try this one more time, shall we? Let's try this without coming across as hysterical. Let's try this without coming across as emotional. Let's try this without coming across as reactionary. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. 0-0 against Chelsea. I could sit here and talk about the game. Chelsea weren't good in the first half. Chelsea started to play football in the second half. So when other teams start to play football and push themselves off the pitch, obviously, Coward FC, Counter-Attack FC, is going to get better because then the other team leaves spacing behind because we're cowards. We wait for other teams to come onto us so that we can hit them on the break. It's not rocket science. Actually, if you go back and watch the first half from about minute 18 to minute 25, because I sent a clip of one of our build-ups in the minute in that phase of the game into the group and explained what the problem with Manchester United is. There's two key problems with Manchester United. When we play short goal kicks and teams are pressing us up the pitch, we don't know what to do because usually our first instinct is to get the ball to Maguire or Lindelof, and then they either play a long ball across the field to Rashford or Greenwood, or they pass it to either Pogba or Matic and they distribute the ball. But because we're Fred and McTominay, Fred is a Brazilian who can't pass a ball forward. He can only pass a ball sideways. He can't trap a football either. The only thing he's really good at is running around like a Duracell bunny and shooting the ball into Rosette, fam. He's tenacious. He gets a lot of interceptions. Well fucking done, mate. Welcome to Manchester United. Tenacious, really. Tenacious. Wow, is that really a character trait of a Manchester United player? Oh, he's tenacious. Really? So that makes him a good enough player for Manchester United. What are his other attributes then, besides being tenacious? Interceptions. I'm bored of hearing that one. Come up with another one. Come again. Wow, okay. So, besides being tenacious and actually intercepting the ball, what does Fred actually do well? He can't shoot from the edge of the box. He can't play long-range passes across the field. He can't play mid-range passes that well because he loses the ball a lot, especially when he passes forward. He can pass sideways, like Matic. So, not only is he not a good box-to-box midfielder, because usually box-to-box midfielders can drive the ball up the pitch and distribute the ball well, which is key for a box-to-box midfielder. You need to be able to distribute the ball. You are the link between the attack and the defense, so distributing the ball is the bread and butter of any box-to-box midfielder. But he can't hold or run a midfield, so he's not a defensive midfielder either. At least not for Manchester United. So we're not going to talk about Fred for the rest of this video. I think I've made my point. McTominay, he's got 7 goals this season. Wow, 7 goals this season. Hey, Johnny, Scott McTominay, 7 goals this season. Bring the champagne. We're celebrating after the video. Rashford has played well. Bruno has played well. So Scott McTominay, Rashford, and Bruno, they've played well. Cool. Let's look at the rest of this Manchester United team. Donny van de Beek's been frozen out of the team. Donny van de Beek's been frozen out of the team. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, no, but Marcus, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer uses youth. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer uses youth. Diallo hasn't started. Shoretiri hasn't started. Brandon Williams, can't even trust him when we're 4-0 up against Real Sociedad. Can't even trust him when we're 4-0 up against Real Sociedad. The only time Brandon Williams got to play is when Luke Shaw was injured last season. And he played damn well. But no. Not against Real Sociedad. No. We'll never do that. I'll play Brandon Williams against a Premier League side when I've got no options, and he'll play well. But I won't play him against Real Sociedad when we're 4-0 up. No, I'd rather risk my best right back. And then only take him off at 45 minutes. I've almost lost my train of thought here because I'm trying to keep this constructive. I'm not trying to come out across as one of those Ollie outers who's Ollie out because they don't understand the concept of giving a manager time and they've got no logic. They're just being reactionary. Martial has regressed under this manager. Martial's not a youth player like Brandon Williams, Diallo, Shoretiri and all those guys, but he's a young player who is applauded for the development of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. For developing under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So, Martial's been crap. Greenwood, oh, no. Greenwood, no. We only use that guy when we need to. You all know we don't like Greenwood that much. We'd rather play Dan James. Greenwood has not played well this season. Yes, he's played well individually. As an individual, he's done nothing wrong. But Greenwood hasn't done anything to stand out. Where was Greenwood yesterday? Exactly. So you can't say Greenwood has improved this season because he hasn't. He hasn't, and that's got nothing to do with Mason Greenwood as an individual, by the way. I love Greenwood. I think he's a very talented footballer, but he hasn't improved this season. There's no statistical metric to justify the statement Greenwood has improved. So I've lost count, I promised I did finish matric, but there's so many players this manager that have regressed under this manager that I've lost count. So apologies, but hopefully you're keeping count watching this video. It's about 5 now. Okay. Matic has regressed. Let's move away from young players now. Let's look at the experienced players. Matic has regressed and he's been binned out of the team. Oh yeah, Matic, that guy who played in the games that got us third. No, we can't trust him anymore. That guy who's our only specialist CDM. Yeah, no, we can't trust him anymore. We'd rather play 2 box-to-box midfielders and suppress them and make them babysit the back 4. So he's regressed. Maguire and Lindelof as a centre-back partnership have regressed because we don't have the 3rd most clean sheets in Europe this time. We're one of the worst defences in the league. So them as a partnership have regressed under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Okay, cool. So then you're saying Luke Shaw has played well. Okay, so we'll put Luke Shaw in the Bruno and Rashford category. So that's 4. Bruno, Rashford, McTominay, and Luke Shaw have improved. Okay, so that's 4. That's 4 versus my 7. That's 4 versus my 7. Okay, sharp. Cavani, the person who's supposed to replace. I think we're at 9 now, actually, because Lindelof and Maguire. Yeah, so we're at 9. So that's 4 versus my 9. I've given you 9 players who've regressed under Oli. You've given me 4. Sharp. Cavani. He's got the same amount of goals as Martial, so you can't justify and say Cavani's played well or Cavani's improved. There's not enough of a sample space to say Cavani's improved. If anything, Cavani's been as crap as Martial. Not because Cavani's a crap footballer, because we don't create chances for our number 9s. Surprise! Wow! Okay, so let's move away from Cavani. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 10. Do you think Aaron Wan-Bissaka has improved this season? What does he do besides slide tackles? He's not productive going forward. He's not a useful outlet for Mason Greenwood on the overlap. He is for Rashford sometimes, but Rashford doesn't play on the right every week because your manager who deserves time, doesn't play Rashford on the same side every week. Sometimes he plays Rashford as a striker, sometimes he plays Rashford as a left winger. Oh, and when he wants to put Dan James into the team, he plays Rashford as a left winger. But when he doesn't have the balls to drop Martial, because Martial was our player of the year last year, but he also doesn't have the balls to drop Cavani, he'll move Martial to the left, Cavani in the middle, and then move Rashford out to the right. Oh, no. That link you have with Luke Shaw? No. Martial's starting today. Go play on the right. What? You're my second best player? Nah, I don't care. Go play on the right. So, that's another player. We can go onto the bench if you want. Mata. Where's Mata in the team? Where's Mata? And you know what's funny? One of the people who were all in used to say, Mata can do a job. Really? So why doesn't your manager use Mata then? Well, you guys know who I'm talking about. There's someone on the RDA who used to be pro Mata not so long ago. Where's Mata now? Because by your standards, Mata's still a useful player. What are we on? 10, 11? 10, 11? My 10, 11 versus your 4? Okay, so I think you get the point of player comparisons. Oh, Marcus, but we're second in the league. Oh, really? Okay, so the league is the only competition that matters. We don't look at other competitions. What have we done in other competitions? Oh yeah, that's right. We lost the semi-final in the Carabao Cup again, by the way. We've drawn Leicester City in the FA Cup. We've drawn AC Milan in the Europa League. So are we now going to play a strong team in all those competitions so that we improve across all 3 of those competitions? Well, that's not going to work. You don't need to bring your tinfoil hat out, and this is not a conspiracy theory, it's a scientific fact. If you play the same team every single game, you're going to get injuries. Can we all agree that that's a scientific fact? That if you overplay players, they're going to have muscle injuries or other injuries as a result of the workload? Do we all agree that resting players is necessary? Are we all on the same page? Am I moving too fast? Oh, okay. So how are we going to win in all 3 of those competitions if we don't prioritize one? We won't. It's as simple as that. You know how I know? Because we played a strong team every game last year and we regressed in every competition. We lost to Sevilla, we got battered by Chelsea in the FA Cup, and then we barely finished third. And by the way, we finished third on the same amount of points as Chelsea, and we finished third because Leicester dropped out of the top 3. If Leicester didn't drop out of the top 3 and Chelsea had a proper manager who didn't lose an average of 1 in every 3 games and didn't concede the most goals out of the top 6 teams in Europe, we wouldn't have made top 4 last season. But we'll leave that out because we finished third and we're second in the league. So what are you talking about, mate? Clearly, you don't know what you're on about. We're second in the league. We're having an amazing season. Hey, Johnny, we're second in the league. Bring out the champagne, eh? Yeah, no, my video's done now. Yeah, we can celebrate. No. All that Ollie out rubbish, it doesn't mean anything. We're second in the league. Yeah, no, everyone knows the league is the only thing that matters. What do you mean we've regressed in every other area? Rubbish, Johnny, rubbish. 15 points off the top. Rubbish. We're second in the league. Stop being negative, Johnny. Stop being negative. Bring the champagne.